All right. Not really sure how to start the first one.
Welcome to The Build with Caleb Serong, an intimate audio diary from one of the best players going around in the AFL competition right now. Told in real time, Caleb Serong has hit the red button on his voice memos app across the entire summer, detailing the build of a Fremantle Dockers preseason, the work that happens before the world is watching, a personal look at preparation and what it takes to reach for greatness. Performance that is built long before round one. This podcast will detail the grind you never get to see. Fresh off his third consecutive Doig medal win, a three-time All-Australian, a co-vice captain, the 2020 AFL Rising Star and winner of the Beacon Award, the 2021 Best Clubman, 2021 Goal of the Year, the list keeps going, and equal most four-time winner of the Glendinning Allen Medal. Caleb Serong has packed so much into his 6 years of AFL football. My name is Brett Rakiki, the socials guy at the Dockers, and together with Caleb, we take you through his entire summer as he builds up to his 7th season at the elite level. We've exchanged voice notes for the past couple of months across drives to and from the footy club, early morning walks. We even hear from Caleb 24 hours out from his wedding before he married his fiancée, Chloe. The format of this podcast has been inspired by the Beyond 400 series with Scott Pendlebury and the College Diaries series with Joe Maguire, both of which you can find on the Howie Games podcast feed. We'll drop a brand new episode each Monday morning over the next 8 weeks as we count down to our season opener against Geelong on March 14. This podcast wouldn't be possible without the proud support of Bankwest. This is unfiltered access that we've never given you before inside an AFL preseason. Let's get cracking. Here's Caleb.
It's the 1st of December, 2025. It's day one of preseason. 5:50 in the morning, I'm just about to rock up to the club. I do like getting to the club quite early. It's something that I've kind of added to my routine over the last 2 years. I wouldn't say I'm the earliest at the club. Josh Tracy has that mantle, and he's kind of in at the club by 6 every morning. I'm not quite that. I'm usually a 6:30, 7 kind of operator. We got access to food in the kitchen to make some eggs and whatever else that we need to fuel for the day. But I like coming in and kind of getting around the lads and getting my body ready. I use a fair bit of time in the gym for activation and whatnot as well, especially during pre-season. You get pretty sore. So the pre-season day one butterflies are definitely here. Nice and nervous. The fitness test, we got a new fitness test this year, which was always a bit of fun. We got a new one, a shuttle test this year. So in the past we've done 3 1Ks. They're brutal. Adam Beard coming on board, new high performance boss. We've got a new shuttle test, and yeah, I think it's going to be tough. Some of the guys maybe that are out the front of the 1Ks may not be the ones that will win the shuttle test. It's a bit of a different test, different energy systems, different physical kind of demand. So looking forward to seeing who comes out on top and who does well today, because we've had a lot of guys do a lot of work over this off season and have come back in great nick, which is really exciting for the way that we can then attack the pre-season. If you were to come down and watch training, the internal mindset is definitely around using this time to get better and really get after a few specific things that we want to focus on and make the most of every session. So it's exciting. There's a lot of energy around the group at the moment. Sometimes you just got to understand how far away round one is, which is it's still a long way away, but this time of the year is a lot of fun in my opinion. I really enjoy pre-season. It's warm. It's very hot over here at the moment. Day one, we've actually got 38 degrees straight up day one, which, yeah, the Perth sun doesn't miss, but kind of brings out the good vibes, in my opinion, the warmth and the hard work and the camaraderie between the group definitely builds this time of year, which is something that I really look forward to and I really kind of thrive in. I love getting around the lads and the energy this time of year brings.
Keep coming. Walk back. Last try. Oh, dancing. Wow. Dancing with Dogger. Midfielder dog. White, red, blue.
All right, I'm checking back in at end of day one of pre-season, 1st of December. It was, it's always a big day one, not just physically but mentally. The day, it's a long day, getting back into the kind of routine of these longer days, kind of getting in at, like I said this morning, I was in at 6 this morning. And didn't help today, it was 38, 39 degrees. So it's pretty zapping energy-wise, and your body's just getting used to it again. So always pretty exhausted at the end of the first day, first week. It takes it out of you. But we're able to get after it today, which was good. The boys did the time trial and banked that. Like I said, new time trial, and Corey Wagner took it out this year, which was a bit different to the past years when you got your guys like Jeremy Sharp, Jaron Carr, Michael Frederick kind of winning the 1Ks that we've done in the past. But Wags, it really suited his ability to get in and out of turns, his acceleration, his kind of rugby background. He suited him, and he was incredible. Had a really good score in the shuttle test, and Michael Frederick was second, and Toby Wan, the first yearer, performed really well in his as well. I think he ended up finishing third. So I had plenty of the boys go really well, which is great. We kind of got together as a leadership group probably 10 days ago now, and just as us for dinner, and then sat down with JL and JB after that, and kind of just spoke about what we want to drive as a player group with the support of the coaches, obviously, and what the coaches want to drive with the support of us throughout this pre-season, so that we're all on the same page before we start, so then we can really drive it from the first jump today. So big focus for us this pre-season is communication, and as with a young group, that can kind of be a little bit tough sometimes, and making sure guys come out of themselves and really communicate and help the bloke next to them out in the field. So it's a big focus for us last season, and we don't want to lose an opportunity this pre-season under fatigue and under high levels of stress to be able to work on that and make sure it's at a game day standard from day one. So it's really tough today with the time trial and the fatigue and how hot it was, but we still challenge the guys to really make sure that they're bringing game day comms and helping the bloke next to them to kind of get better and drive the standards that we want to see, as well as just a bit of energy throughout this time of year. You want to make sure that everyone's up and about, and we don't really have a group that you need to kind of wind up too much. Everyone's pretty tense and pretty hungry at the moment to put their best foot forward and work hard. So I'm a very intense operator, so it's hard for me to kind of relax and not switch off, but not treat everything with such a tense and anxious view. So I'm trying to work on that, and keen to see how we go. But it's really nice to kind of go out there during the session and, I don't know, not be as highly strung about certain things and try and I feel like it's allowing me to help different guys in a different way, maintain a bit more of a calm approach, which is good. We'll see how it goes. We'll see how long it lasts. I think for me this year, a big part always with my craft is my touch. So that's always front of mind. It has been since my first year. So I'll try and get as many touches as I can each day, whether that looks like one-on-one with Joel Corey, our midfield coach, or getting a little bit extra with the boys after training. I think that's kind of the main things for today. And like I said, feeling pretty exhausted, pretty cooked, but excited that we're into it, and can't wait to kind of keep pushing towards only 2.5 weeks. So it's a short build, but it's exciting.
Bankwest is about making the big moments happen. For kids, nothing beats that heart-pounding run onto the field, and we're right there with them. From running out as a Bankwest buddy to living the dream as a Docker for a day, our partnership has helped thousands of young fans and their families turn game day into an experience they'll never forget.
I want to talk about Joel Corey. You talk about the emphasis you place on your touch, your craft, the work that you get done with him. Publicly facing, he's a pretty quiet man, doesn't do a whole lot of media, but what is it about him that has elevated your game, brought out the best in you? What traits does he have that allows him to connect with his players and drag the best out of them? And what has he brought to the table since he joined Fremantle and done for you and the midfield group around you?
Smitty, love talking about Smitty. He's someone that's obviously quietly spoken, and a player I think he was very understated, underrated, not too much fanfare, but clearly had a lot of respect within the four walls and had a massive impact on the success of the Geelong Footy Club. I think 3 best and fairest in a team that was stacked and littered with Hall of Fame talents. It's pretty impressive. So have that kind of resume that no one talks about. It's incredible, and it just kind of speaks to his wealth of knowledge, and I've got a great relationship with him. He's been the biggest impact on my career from an individual point of view. Andy and I coming in and doing a lot of touch with him in the mornings, That's how it kind of started early in my career, and we'd kind of be in most mornings getting a lot of ball handling in, as many handballs as we could, kind of 7 a.m, 3 or 4 times a week, and then throughout, kind of as the years progressed, we would kind of graduate that towards a lot of bodywork craft off the net. We got a kind of net against the wall outside at the facility, and we would just do lots of reps, him throwing the ball off the net and us doing bodywork against each other and working on our craft, whether you're caught in front, whether you're caught behind, how to kind of get the superior position in a situation, and then it kind of moved into footwork around that within your craft and making sure your feet are under you. So if you do win that ball, you're able to kind of be as damaging as possible and exit the contest with the ball and be able to get out of that contest. And then, a lot of the footwork stuff then would just kind of spiral into understanding of different positions in around a contest, adjusting and making sure your efficiency of movement is top quality, because I'm not the quickest bloke going around. So I try and kind of pride myself on efficiency and my footwork to be able to kind of get in and out of contests, and I kind of trust my feet a fair bit. So I'm really happy to talk about Smitty and really enjoy it, because I kind of owe all of my craft, footwork, game knowledge, situational awareness to him, because he's taught me all of it over the last 4 or 5 years. So he's had a massive impact on my career and a lot of other guys as well. Good morning. It's day 3 of pre-season, 6:50 a.m. It's another tough training session this morning. It's a contest-focused day today. We've got some skill rotations, but throughout there is mixed with plenty of handball games and contest work. So one of the days, it's obviously your Monday, Friday looks quite similar, but your Wednesday is a bit of a change-up. And for a lot of guys, it's probably the tougher day out of the week. Very high intensity, short, sharp bursts. So I really enjoy it, look forward to it, but it's tough. And then we kind of go into our afternoon rotations and we do a fair bit of wrestling today. It's our day to do our hour of wrestling in the afternoon. So when the sun's out and it's the middle of summer, it's those afternoon sessions out in the sun are pretty tough. But I'm really looking forward to it. Touch back in later. I guess the only thing I will touch on about today, it was a brutal day. I know I told you about the wrestling this morning, but it was hot today. Our group did the wrestling out in the field to start with, and then we were down in the gym getting to work. And it's fair to say it was a lot of sweat. Guys were working pretty hard, but you kind of look like we're in a sauna. Those are the kind of character building, camaraderie, kind of building sessions that you got the tunes pumping. Murphy Reed was on the tunes, a lot of house music, a lot of bangers, and trying to drive the energy. And they're the ones that you throw your arm around the bloke next to you and push him along and really help each other get through, because you kind of need that energy from the bloke next to you. So, you love those sessions, but they're tough. Did a lot of bench press today. Big boys got after it in the lift. Matt Johnson, I'll give a shout out to him, a guy that's starting to mature into his body. It's a great kind of show that he's done a lot of work over the off season. He's getting really strong to kind of try and take an inside mid roll after he's played in the wing for the last few years. So really excited about what he can do. Probably chuck my recovery boots on tonight. Maybe a little sauna and ice bath just to kind of flush out the body and have a little bit of a sweat. Mainly focused on rehydrating, fueling up tonight, ready to go. We've got another big session tomorrow morning.
Awesome, mate. I reckon we're almost there for episode 1. I wanted to know about any little quirks of pre-season. Is there anything, even if it's small, that you can share about pre-season for those listening that we might not usually hear about? Thanks, mate.
One thing that is always comes with pre-season, especially for me and a few guys, is that people might not understand is blisters. And you kind of say that and everyone's kind of like, good on you. Blisters, they can't be too bad. But how bad some of the blisters get are pretty almost debilitating at times. And I'm kind of in the mix of dealing with one at the moment. I got on the outside of my little toe on both sides. I've kind of ripped all the skin off, so I've just kind of got raw skin at the moment and really struggling to even put any kind of shoes on, so I'm kind of walking around bare feet at times. And I was lucky today. It was going to be a bit of a lighter day today in terms of load. So today is a bit of a kind of down day for me, prioritising Monday and Friday, which is good because I think I wouldn't have been able to put boots on today, put it that way. So if you see me walking around the club, I'm limping, I'm struggling to put kind of weight through the outside of my foot and stuff, but it's all because of blisters, nothing too sinister, but They're bloody painful at the moment. To kind of get through, to kind of put it in perspective, to get through training on Monday, I had a little bit of local in the area, local anaesthetic, just to try and numb the blisters and stuff, because, yeah, you're not able to really move or change direction. As soon as you get a bit of rubbing and friction, it kind of rips it up. So that's kind of something that people may not know about pre-season and blisters this time of year, with your feet getting so sweaty and being so hot and so much load. Getting back into boots for the first time is pretty tough. So that's where I'm at the moment. Hopefully by Friday these blisters will be gone and I can kind of, get cracking.
Well, that's episode 1 in the books. Here's what's still to come this series.
The day before the wedding, day before the big day, so just thought I'd have a quick check-in. It was, the best 3 days of Chloe and I's life. So the first shout is to Andy Brayshaw, was the MC for the night. Ripped into me a fair bit, got stuck in a JL, first joke of the night, which was hilarious. It's currently 5:38 a.m, morning of the last training session before we go on break. It's out my morning walk at the moment, just thought I'd give you an update. You can have fleeting moments of it, whether it was a quarter or a game within a season where you're kind of like, we're in kind of flow. Yeah, you feel it and it's really special, but it's really hard to kind of replicate that. And he's got this thing called the Tuesday Chew that happens. It's a feed every Tuesday night that's open to anyone, it's any of the players, any of the staff, that he kind of organises a dinner.
This podcast wouldn't be possible without the proud support of Bank West. Thanks for listening. See you next week.